place here at the Stealth Chilean Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. Dallas Singer winning heat number 1 of round number 5. He advances on to round number 6.
Yeah, well done, Dallas.
What do you got over here? Vincent Cruz.
Vincent sent through how to pronounce Irakawatia Arara. We'll get that today. We're going to work on this. He's given us how to say the pronunciation. So.
Look at this, Magno wasting no time right off the bat, looking at a nice, clean right. As you can see, he's stalling, and then heads up to that high line to get speed, and really not much there. So Alex Leon, he's going to bail. He's going to head back down to the beach interview area, and once again, we have South African Mark McCarthy jumping into the hot seat to hold down a couple of heats here in round number 5. So, Mark McCarthy, did you get some sleep last night?
Yeah, how's many? It's big parade last night, wasn't it? Wow.
In town, it was hectic, and down on the beach where a lot of the boys are staying, it was hectic, and not much Z's were taken advantage of last night. But look at Dallas Singer; he's pumped.
Yeah, I watched that heat. Dallas, he surfed it pretty well, yeah. Pretty clever to get those nice looking waves, and pretty much outsurfed Dantos in that heat. Unfortunately, that's the loss of the Chileans.
I mean, his lowest score was a 6 point, something for Dallas Singer. And what is Omri Laverne doing out there? It looks like he's calling out the waves.
Oh yeah, Omri's sucking out there. Seems pretty focused.
He's in the zone right now. He's in the zone. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, once again, this is the live webcast coming to you from Chile. Out in the water right now, round number 5, heat number 2. You're going to see the Brazilian in yellow, Magno Passos, versus in red, former world champion 2010, Omri Laverne from Reunion Island. So these two guys are definitely some serious competitors, and it's a shame one of them has to go home.
Yeah, it's whoever falls out here is going to be heartbroken about it, but it's going to be very interesting heat. We've seen all these this morning. There were a couple of sets, and most of them have 2 waves from the sets, and we can see this. So there's going to be a good exchange. There's going to be a good exchange out here every time sets do come through. So everyone's going to have a fair go at it.
Well, the conditions aren't as prime as we would like. There is a swell in the water, and it's not probably going to hit here until tonight, and hopefully we'll see it tomorrow on the last day of broadcast. But there are waves. It's totally contestable, but the guys who love the bigger waves, now they got their work cut out for them in contesting in these 3 to 4 foot waves, and there's not many sets rolling in either.
No, it's pretty lull at the moment. You do see some lines coming in now, actually. Let's see if we get any action at the back.
Manny V with Mark McCarthy. We're going to give you the live feed for at least one round together and maybe another heat. Look at this, up and righty, Magno Passos.
Magno Passos picking up a nice little inside one, ending that end ball with a nice clean flip. Wow, it's nice. Big looping roll.
Look where he's landing, right on the reef.
On the rocks. Here we go. This is the little exchange we were talking about. This is Mario Laverne on a bit of a bigger one, getting himself situated in the barrel. Coming out, he's going to try and loop a roll. Wow, and now we're going to see a crazy paddle. I think Magno have him there.
Yeah.
So Magno, you see him charging head down, racing through, but that was...
how's that look back right there? The reason why they're paddling out to the lineup as fast as possible because there is a priority system in place, which means the first person to get out there will have priority. Let's take another look at Magno.
This is Magno eyeing out that end ball right here.
Perfect.
Perfectly executed. Hit that ball nicely.
ARS.
Yeah, that's what the judges want to see, that no legs in the landing and just clean executed roll.
Look where he lands.
Wow,
that's all
nice,
reef right there,
cool
shallow.
Wave. It's gonna be pretty hard for the judges to find a little difference in that wave. I think Moz's wave was a bit bigger, but I think Magno's was a better looking wave and it was more functional. Just ran on the reef a bit better than Moz's. Yeah, this is the little replay of Moz's wave. See, just gets into the barrel there. It's not too long, and I think Magno probably have the better exchange on that little set. So we did see Magno scratch one off the nose of there's Moz from Reunion Island, 26 years old, currently ranked number 11.
He's one of those guys that you're always going to see in the top 10 easily. Amaury Laverne, a fierce competitor out the back. Magno Passos taking a look at this one.
Magno Passos with priority, sent himself nice into the barrel. Oh, he's deep here. He's going to come out. Oh, out the back. Wow, that could be critical, but yeah, let's wait for those scores. I think they are in. It looks like Amaury Laverne did get a 5.5 for that first wave, and Magno getting juiced up with a 6.93, almost a 7-point ride for Magno Laverne. So he's got the best of that exchange.
What happened? Why didn't he come out of this barrel?
This looks like he was in a good position right there, and then it just ran way too fast. And what happened, it might have just lifted his, he didn't get much rail on the board. He didn't connect it well, but it just seems that he did get behind the shockwave out there, and it lifted him up too high.
All right. Once again, welcome, everybody. We do have our Google Plus profile page up and rocking and rolling. That's where you can throw a shout-out. Just tell us where you're calling in from. And if you have a quick, short question, throw that in there, too. David Antonio, Mark McCarthy has a question. A couple of them. What do you prefer out in these conditions as far as core is concerned, polyethylene or polypropylene?
Probably today you probably want PP just to get more pop, and it's not that hard to drive off the bottom of my chair. But on a bigger day, you probably want maybe a 3D core or something a little bit softer. The PE's it's lost its quality over the years, but I think 3D cores replaced that, and yeah, I think probably go with the 3D core on the bigger days and the PP on the smaller out here.
There you have it. All right. Mark McCarthy, check it out. We do have the winner of the first heat of the day down with Alex Leon. Alex, where you at, brother?
Yeah, thanks, mate. Down here with last heat winner, Dallas Singer. And Dallas, congratulations, buddy. Man-on-man heat.
Yeah.
Through.
Yeah, it's it's first heat of the morning. It's always good to get that out of the road. And yeah, I don't know. It was a hard way to take it this morning. I rocked up and it was a bit smaller than what it was yesterday, and really had to kind of look at it for half an hour and watch the guys free surfing. I seen Mike get a couple this morning. Just it seemed as though in that half an hour period there was like one or maybe two like kind of bomb-ish ones. So I knew it was going to be a slow one. So you just had to pick wisely and hopefully try and get a bowl on the way out. And tried to land a couple of flips. I didn't land a flip yesterday, and it sort of haunted me last night. And then I managed to drop a couple this morning, which felt pretty good.
Yeah, your criteria was a little different. Not using your priorities, you're taking the smaller ones. You're sitting on the inside bit, getting the nuggets, letting him take the sets. That was a different strategy, but it paid off for you.
Yeah. Well, I knew the Den, as soon as he paddled out, he just wanted straight on the inside before the priority starts up, so I knew what he wanted. He was going to look for a bomb and, try and get pitted all the way, which is, it's a good way to do it. It's just don't know if it's going to pull off, and you've got a 50-50 chance of whether you're in priority or not. So I looked at a couple, and I thought, it's worth just going them because they kind of hook a bit on the smaller ones, so you can get a bowl. So there's potential to get a barrel and a flip out. So yeah, that's kind of what I went for. But yeah, it just worked out, and it was pretty slow. So it was just watching the clock and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it should be an interesting day. Actually, it's going to be like a strategic sort of some of the heats will be pretty exciting to watch. I reckon. Just even though it's smaller, it'll be good.
Yeah, well, it's paid off for you. You're through now to round 6. So congratulations, mate. Go and rest. You'll probably be surfing again today.
Yep. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Al. Cheers.
Back to you boys in the booth.
Well, Dal's the first winner to advance on into round number 6 from round number 5. He's going to face off with, I believe, Pierre-Louis Costes in round number 6. Heat number 1 coming up later on today. But now, take a look. Magno Passos.
This is Magno on another little small inside one, and I decided not to go on. I did run away from him there a bit. But he's under the priority. He's second priority, so he's trying to keep busy. Mars will be out there waiting. Who will need he only needs a 3.11. But at this stage of the game, they both only got one little wave.
All right, currently out in the water, 30-minute heats. We are down almost to the 20-minute mark. Magno Passos is currently in first place, 6.93 for his second wave and a 1.67 his second highest scoring wave. Amaury Laverne only has one wave of a 5.5, and look at this. It could be a set out the back. Marco from Aruba tuning in. Thank you for watching live. And Kirby, what up, girl? Yeah, everybody wishes you were here too. I hope you're liking the web stream from Chile. Alex tuning in from Australia. Kerr Roberts and Ruben, what up, dog?
Yeah, it seemed like that set didn't, hit the reef like it meant to. It seemed like it just kind of went off. Small direction's a bit. It's a bit weird today. It seems like it's coming in from, what is that? From the west almost. It's coming across more. It's not wrapping onto the reef. So there's a couple more rights. I think there will be more rights once the tide fills in and it starts breaking on the inside ledge more.
So a lot of factors at play right now as far as the conditions, which means wave selection and the priority are going to be playing a big part in these types of conditions here at this particular wave, which is a perfect peak depending on which wave is coming in. So the riders have to decide to use a priority. And what's another question? How do you know when you're out in the lineup, you've been out there, this particular spot, which wave is going to be good? Or do you just see if it's going to be all right and you go for it, or what is it?
Well, you kind of look at it, and also you look at your current situation. If you don't look at a wave and you can look down the line and say, oh, it looks like I get at least a 7 or 8 on this wave, or if it wraps in nicely, you kind of want the ones that don't have too much of a peak and not too much of it. You want it to be tapered down, and you want it to look like a wave that's going to barrel all the way through. So and it happened to Mike yesterday where I was sitting in second position and Jake Stone was in third, and I had second priority and Mark Stewart had first priority, and we're both sitting outside there. And a wave did come in. I looked at it, and Mark had first priority. He looked at it, and he's like, "Oh, it looked pretty average. Just had a nice A-frame on it." And I looked at it, and looked down the line. The last second, I pulled back, and just hold that thought because we do have paddles here. And Mars is deciding to go. He's got priority. He's very deep on this one. I don't know if he's going to make it. He's driving really hard. See if he's got this. Oh, and he does. Whoa! He tried to do a flip on the way out.
Right on the reef. Oh.
So that was just use that speed that he had and high-lined it straight through the shock wave. But he needed to do a move out of it.
So you were talking about the priority and how you and Mike had priority over Jake Stone, I believe.
Yeah.
And both of you decided not to go.
Yeah, we decided both not to go because it looked like a really average wave. And I thought even if he rode that wave as well as he can, he's probably only going to get a 5.5 out of it. It didn't look like he was going to get a section. And then, true behold, I looked behind, and actually the wave at the last second kind of started wrapping on the reef. Jake Stone decided to go on it and got a little barrel and did a massive backflip out the ball and got the 8.5, pushed me down to third, and that was the last wave ridden of the heat because it's such a slow heat.
So you look back now, and you probably should have used the priority in your favor to just keep him off the wave.
Exactly. If I just went that wave, I would have made it, but. Stoney got that wave and he surfed it brilliantly to get the good score and move into first, and Mark got second. So it's one of those things, eh?
Yeah, the priority system can work for you or against you, and in the end, you just, I don't know, it's a gamble. Let's take a look at Omri Moz Laverne dropping in on this one.
We'll see, it generates all that speed, and now we're going to see, this is a pretty cool camera angle. Right,
look how deep he is right here.
So far behind the section.
Far.
And he's just on that foam ball. See, that foam ball just pushing him through. He's still in the barrel, coming out, and just wants to exit with the flip, but realizes it is actually too shallow. Look how it's just rappling, just like little ripples out there. If he actually landed that, he would have hit the rocks for sure. So probably a good thing for Mars. So looks like after that wave, and yes, Mars did get a 6.6. So a very good score for Mars. And now Magno is chasing a 5.17. He's currently in second. We could see a little paddle from Magno looking at this one, deciding, oh my gosh, I think he paddled there. He must have lost priority.
So when you paddle if you have priority like Magno just had right there, and you paddle for a wave, you lose the priority.
Yeah, it's a pretty big mistake there for Magno. They haven't looked at that one, showing a bit too much interest. So giving the priority over to over to Omari.
Wow, that's that could be the move. That could be the mistake of the heat for Magno Passos for giving up that priority over to Omri Laverne. You saw PLC, a quick glimpse of him showing up for round number 6, heat number 1, where he faces off with Dallas Singer.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. There's some crazy heats today. This next one's gonna be really good one to watch. Ryan Hardy, Andrew Lester. And then followed by Ben Play and Roberto Bruno from Brazil. That's also gonna be a classic clash. But here we have in the water at the moment, this is one of the two fierce competitors we have, Omari Laverne in red and Magno Passos in yellow. I think these guys have had a few good heats together, and I've always enjoyed watching them. Magno without priority, having a look at this one, and just having a look, it might just turn good in the last second, but obviously that one didn't. So we are here today, and the swell has dropped quite a bit. It's very slow and quite small. This is probably the smallest I've seen it.
But still some sets, some contestable sets rolling in that the
Yeah.
competitors are picking off. And it looks like these insiders where the section drops in front of you and you punch through them with a big maneuver seems to be the higher scoring waves. That is unless you get one of those big sets out the back.
Yeah, we see in that last heat that Carrera was able to get one of those big sets and got rewarded with a high 7. And if he possibly landed that ARS that he went for, he might have got the score that he needed, you know?
Yeah. But we saw in the replay that his fin did fall off inside of that barrel.
Yeah.
And when he went up for that maneuver, that fin was just dragging and just the fin pocket was capturing water, which slowed him down, and that pretty much just threw off his whole maneuver. And I'm guessing that's why he did not pull off that ARS at the end of that wave. So unfortunate for Dayton Correa.
Yeah, it's actually it's a few times that I've seen his fins come off in heats. It's a bit of a concern. He should actually maybe just look at changing fins or getting getting maybe a foot pocket to make it a little bit tighter for him. And that's pretty critical if you lose a fin on takeoff or when you try and land a move. It makes it almost impossible to land.
Well, if you don't have the cash to go out and buy a brand new pair of fins, what else can you do to help you tighten up that foot pocket?
Oh, just try maybe wear sock fin, preferably like wetsuit material, so doesn't create too much chafe or anything like that. Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Once again, welcome everybody. This is Manny V here with Mark McCarthy holding it down, giving you the live web feed from Chile, northern part of Chile, for the 2012 Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. And we do have a post on our Google Plus profile page. Give us a shout out and let us know where you're tuning in from. Tom Karam from Curly, Sydney. Thank you for tuning in. Melbourne by way of Steve. Julian in Port Macquarie. Joel, we know you're still here. Jared, what up? And Shane, Glenn Thurston from the South Coast, and Bailey J. We already gave the shout out to the Sydney Bodyboard Club. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, and you are here to watch these guys in action. In your foreground, you have Andrew Lester and Ryan Hardy getting suited up right here. They're going to be head-to-head. They're all friends out of the water, but once you touch the water, it's game on.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool heat to watch. I don't think there's too much pressure on on these guys too. Lester's just out here having fun, and this is just his kind of wave too. A little burly left, so I think Ryan might have his hands full of this one. Yeah.
PLC's in the background there, getting ready for his first heat in round number 6. So today we're going to go through round number 5 and round number 6 today. We should be ending our broadcast here around 11:30. These are 30-minute heats, so we're looking good for another solid morning here in Chile. We thank you all for tuning in from all over the world. Coming up next is Ryan Hardy and Andrew Lester, but currently out in the water, Omri Laverne and Magno Passos. Where are we at with how many minutes?
So just above 11 minutes left. Omri Laverne is in the lead. He's got a 5.5 and a 5.6, and he's winning by 3.5. Omri Laverne, and then we've got Magno Passos in yellow. He's got a 6.93, the best wave of the heat so far, and only counting a 1.76. 1.67 actually, so he only needs a 5.17. He has Magno Oliveira. This is what he's looking for. Nice long wave. He's actually going to barrel on the reef nicely.
Oh no!
Come
Look
out.
at Maz looking in the background.
Boom! Nice roll.
Oh!
So at
Omri
that
Laverne
stage,
had priority.
He had priority, and he just let that one go under his nose. And
Wow!
wow, it's going to be pretty critical. And he only needed 5.17, and I would dare not to say he's definitely got it on this one.
Look at Maz in the background looking back at Magno's wave. He let this go. Omri had priority, but look at Omri just waiting to see what happens on Magno's wave. That was a solid wave, probably one of the better waves of the heat. Unbelievable.
Wow.
How do you let that go?
So it did look like he just got the score. Magno Oliveira getting a 5.43, so that's enough to push him up into second, into first, I mean. And now Omri Laverne moves into second, and he needs a 5.77.
Wow. Plenty of time left, 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. We have been seeing some sets coming in about every 4 or 5 minutes, so we'll probably see 1 or 2 more sets roll in. But again, the priority system, it could work for you, or I mean, it's pretty much, what are you going to do with it if you have it?
Well,
Omri Laverne had it. and he decided not to go on that wave.
Well, I think what Moz was doing, he was just waiting for a good, big-looking wave that looks like he can get more than an 8 on. And probably at that stage, it didn't look like it was going to get. I think he knew that, that Magno was going to get the score. But Moz is probably looking at getting something in the 7 range, that Magno got on his first wave.
You're right.
Moz has already got a 6.6, so he's got a good score, and he's got a 5.5 backup. He only needs a 5.77. So I think Moz probably will get another exchange here with just under 10 minutes left.
Whew. Again, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's non-stop action during the entire Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge. I mean, we've seen massive waves come in. We've seen smaller waves, and this is probably one of the smaller days, but swell is in the forecast out the back. Magno Fossils.
Magno picking up one of these long-looking rods. Let's see if it's going to generate anything for me. Going up and over, banging a nice invert. Wow, that's pretty cool. First invert of the day, so we're going to just see what the judges think of that wave. And
look at Magno. He's on the rocks right there.
So Magno's looking to better 5.43, which is his worst of his 2 waves.
Oh, look
Struggling.
at this. He's on the rocks. There is a little deep section right there. He finally found it, but, I mean, he was just rolling right on top of all of that stuff.
And it breaks like that close when it's like today, it's 2 feet and it's breaking like that. And when it's 10 foot, it breaks that close too. So just, you know why guys, always don't go too big in the free surf side check because of that exact reason. But yeah, so yeah, it's the scores have come in, and we're just talking through this one before we give it to you. With a nice bottom turn, this is what the judges like to see. Bangs it clean, didn't go through the lip there, and Magno Oliveira with a nice looking wave.
Look at this, back live action. Amaury Laverne dropping in on this one, comes around the section.
Whoa!
Oh, big backflip right there.
That's what Moz is waiting for.
Oh my. That was nice. Clean backflip from Amaury Laverne. And Ryan O'Connor, please tell your pregnant girlfriend to stop yelling at you for being on the computer. Just say, honey, give me a few hours. I will rub your feet as much as you want. Just give me these few hours. Look at this, Amaury Laverne.
Boom, up and over, and just executed that brilliantly. Oh, really cool wave for then. We just see unridden waves going through the back here, and looks like Magno Oliveira's score did come in, and it was a 6.27. So it makes the things a little bit harder for Amaury Laverne. He now needs a 6.61. But with that last wave exchange, I think Amaury might just move into first. But we'd have to wait and see what the judges think about that.
All right, looks like Magno right now has the priority. Again, these are man-on-man heats, 30-minute heats. Round number 5 is currently out in the water. Heat number 2, Amaury Laverne in red versus Magno Passos in yellow. We're still waiting for Amaury's last wave, that big backflip maneuver to come in down the pipeline.
Oh, and it does look like it might turn the heat right there. It looks like Amaury Laverne, he did get a 7.67, the best wave of the heat so far, and moves him into first. Wow. How was that exchange? So it's just 6 minutes, 6.5, just about 6.5 minutes left, and it looks like
that was a pretty perfect backflip right there from Amaury Laverne, and the judges saw that. They saw the difficulty. They knew where he was landing, which is pretty much 5 inches above the reef in the shallows of the rocks here.
Yeah.
So he was rewarded with a 7.67.
Yeah, so the judges they're really going to reward you if you don't go through the lip and you hit the ball at the right time and you project out. And here we go. This is
Alex Leone and Andrew Lester talking it up. And you guys talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back once again. This is Manny V with Mark McCarthy. Unfortunately, Mark McCarthy got knocked out just a couple rounds ago, but believe me, I can see it in his eyes. He wishes he was still in the comp, but he is here holding it down once again in the commentators area. Mark McCarthy, sorry, man.
No, it's all good, Manny. It's just you said that to me yesterday, I would have probably barked at you. But yeah, I've got over it. I probably mistaken my behalf yesterday, giving Jake Stone that critical wave. But
did you have nightmares about that?
pretty bad. But yeah, today we've had the first heat. We saw Dallas Singer take out the local boy Danto Carrera, and currently in the water is Amari Laverne and Magno Oliveira. Amari Laverne has got quite a good lead at the moment. Magno now looking for a 7.35 to take Amari down. Amari's top two waves, as you can see on the screen there, 6.5 and a 7.6. 6.5, and just hold that thought because he has a big looking wave coming in after this one, and Magno has priority. Let's see if he uses it up. You can just see this wave at the back lining up, and it's a long looking wave. Direction's not that great. I don't know if Magno just the riders decide not to go. It's not a bad looking wave.
Not much there for that wave right there, and both of the riders decide to go over it. So right now it is 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in this heat. Amari Laverne is in a pretty solid lead right now. Magno needs a 7.35 for that first place spot. This is round number 5. This is an elimination round. First place will advance on to round number 6. Second place will say, okay, this is the end of the road, equal 13th, and walks away with some cash in his pocket. This is going to be a very interesting heat coming up next. Andrew Lester, Ryan Hardy.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty good on the watch.
Both of these guys are textbook wave carvers. They know how to use their rails. Their rail-to-rail turns on their bodyboard are pretty next level for Ryan Hardy and Andrew Lester. Andrew Lester is known for his perfect tube riding skills. Ryan Hardy, he's known for pretty much everything.
Yeah, if you love to watch bodyboard, if you're a grommet out there, I would not leave your seat and just stay tuned to your computers because this next heat's going to be an amazing one. It's not every day you get to witness Ryan Hardy and Andrew Lester in the same heat, man-to-man out at El Gringo.
No, ladies and gentlemen, Mark McCarthy hit it right on the spot. If you want to learn how to ride a bodyboard properly, watch this next heat right here, heat number 5, coming up next. Andrew Lester versus Ryan Hardy.
Wow, this clock ticking down pretty fast. We do have we actually see a couple of sets in the back there.
Yes.
Magno Oliveira
Look at
position.
this.
He needs a 7.35. Let's see if we can get on this one. It's
Keep
not a
your
bad
eyes on the
looking
screen,
wave.
people. Here we go. Magno Bossos.
Oh, he's way behind. He's gonna try to push through. He's pushing through. He's coming out nicely. He needs to do a nice move in the out. Oh, he just bangs a little reverse, and I don't know if that's gonna be enough for Magno because on the back is Amari Laverne and an even bigger looking one.
Look at this.
Aiming out that end ball right there, going up and over.
Oh, nice.
And just sees Magno and pulls out, just get that, gets that priority again. So, wow, that was a cool little exchange. I did think that Amari probably got the best of that one, and he's probably going to better his 6.6 that he has kind of form at the moment. With just 2 minutes left. We see a replay of Magno's wave. And he's paddling from deep on this one. Didn't have much of an A-frame on it, so it was a very straight-looking wave. He gets situated in the barrel here, tries to stay as long as possible, gets blown out, and that's all it had to offer on that one for Magno Oliveira.
All right, so now, with priority and in first place, Amari Laverne. Let's take another look first at his last wave here.
Yeah, this is Amari Laverne's wave. He just didn't have much of a barrel on him. And he didn't get probably the projection. He went quite high, but didn't get the projection. So the judges will see that, and he mainly just used the heart of the ball than the lip there. And
the scores are
are dropping in. So just give me a little update. And Magno's wave just falling short on that. He needed a 7.35, and he got 1 point short of that. He got a 6.37. So very close, but just 1 point short. And we wait for loss of Moses, and Moses' waves did come in. I think it was, you can see that it was a 5.93, which is under 6. And that's pretty good scoring right there. We saw on the last one we did get projected. He got a 7.63. And that's at the last one there. He didn't get that projection that he was looking for, but he did use the heart of the ball.
How's that little helicopter right there? That's the first time we've seen this during the event. And it looks like there's a camera loaded on the front end of that thing. That thing's insane.
That's cool.
I think we're going to be using some of these images later on in your highlight reel. So keep an eye out tonight.
Oh.
Look at this. Oh, Amaury Laverne will explain what just happened right there. But first, he's getting a deep barrel right there. 10 seconds right there. So what happened right there? Amaury Laverne in the lead.
Oh, my.
Was out there with 20 seconds remaining. And he had priority, and he used the priority as a strategic move there.
Yeah,
Explain.
He just, with a few seconds left, there's probably only be one last wave ridden that one. And Magna, I mean, with priority.